The business has been quite interesting. I'll not say that it has been an easy journey. No, it has not been an easy journey. There are times I would fail. There are times I'll wake up and say, Yvonne, able to actually
give up on this,
to concentrate on something else. But what keeps me going is that there's someone who appreciates what I do. There's someone outside Kenya who says, I believe this lady. I look up to this lady. And, you know, there are people, I tell people, there are people who look at you as a Bible in their lives.
This is RoyalTrendia. I'm your host, Judy Mungai, and today I'm hosting Yvonne Kosoa. She'll tell me whether I pronounced her name right. She has ventured into Mitumba Business. She will tell us in details about Mitumba Business, how she started, how it is, and we learn more from her. Good morning.
Good morning, Judy.
Nime pronounce jina yako poa?
Yes.
Who is Yvonne?
Yvonne is just some simple business lady who aspires to see people winning in their areas of places. My passion is not basically just on Mitumba. I also inspire people to just win their areas, to see people bringing out the leader in whatever they do, to see people understanding that they have some powers within them, and if they put them into great use, they're going to walk their journey into greatness. You realize the society has made us believe that there's an average being, then there's an excellent being.
Sure.
From, I believe each human being has a superpower within them. As Ben Carson said, that there's no an average being, right?
True.
If you have a normal brain, you're a superior being, and you can bring those powers into use and utilize the power within you and just bring results into whatever you do. Then you realize that each other will on a mentor. So personally, I also have people I look up to. Now, most of us, we see those people come out, the only ones meant to get greater results. They're the only best people in the world. What we don't understand that is these people took time to just walk their journey through diligence, to pay the price of developing their area. It's not that they are gifted more than us, Sapana. It's only that they were committed in their journey. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, and before they knew it, they were at a place called extraordinary. So it's up to us to either choose to walk our journey through greatness, to pay the price to develop our area, or we just stay there and wait for results as they come.
Interesting.
Yes.
When did you start?
I started the business 4 years ago. Probably by this month, either by August, I'll be turning 5 years.
Great.
Yes.
What inspired you to do the Mitumba business?
What really inspired me is my passion for fashion. So I started the business while a student at the University of Nairobi. I thought, why not pick some tops from Gikomba and sell to my classmates? So I would hawk the pieces to the students after each lecture. I would always look forward to those moments. After lecture moments, I start marketing to my classmates, and something with students, they like fancy items, but very affordable. So I was so keen on that, and they would get me more referrals. That is how my business grew.
So as you started, was it profitable simply because the students want cheap things? So they would ask, can you sell 10 bob, 20 bob, and that was the buying price?
I'll do between 200 to 300, which really worked well on my end, considering that maybe for the tops, I'll pick the tops at 50 bob. So nikikuja to the class, I sell them at
profitable,
200.
Profitable,
Yes.
And how has it been for you?
The business has been quite interesting. I'll not say that it has been an easy journey. No, it has not been an easy journey. There are times I would fail. There are times I'll wake up and say, Yvonne, able to actually
give up on this,
to concentrate on something else. But what keeps me going is that there's someone who appreciates what I do. There's someone outside Kenya who says, I believe this lady. I look up to this lady. And you know, there are people, I tell people, there are people who look at you as a Bible in their lives. Ile time unasema tu, I want to give up, na even the other people will also give up. So what keeps me going is that there are people looking up to me. There are people who still trust in me, and they have so much faith in me that as I walk my journey in business, it will lead to greatness. But I say, every business has its challenges.
Sure.
It has its challenges. The failures we incur should not give us the right to now say, I tell people you cannot win a game that you've not even played.
True.
So why should I say I want to give up on GirlBoss Clothline?
No.
And yet maybe there's more in future for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then in future I start regretting.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So you only sell the girl child clothing. You have only ventured into ladies outfits.
I do kids and ladies and partially men, but not really into it. Men kabisa, yes.
So madam ndo wananunua kununua.
Madam and kids nilianza time ya immediately corona set in last year. I also ventured into kids, which really boosted my business in a great way kabisa, yes.
Yes, you have mentioned that there are some of the challenges that you incur. Can you kindly let someone who wants to start know what they are going to face out there?
Now, from Mitumba, there's an option of either doing pieces and doing bales. Personally, I did pieces for 2 years before I started doing the bales. Now, for bales, I would not
first explain to us the pieces
bit. Now, the pieces bit, it's either you go to the market. Mostly, I used to go to the Gikomba market to pick pieces. Just picking the pieces, either 2K, 3K. That is what I mean by doing pieces. Yes. And bales, it's you getting the whole bale, then opening the bale. Now for bales, I will not want to, like, at times it needs shock absorbers, because at times you'll open the bale and they're like, what is not happening?
So you buy and open it at home.
Yes, you don't open it from the shop. You get the bale to the house, you open, and then at times you just get it disappoints. Things zingine zimeraruka, and maybe I think I've that has happened to me once. I would say once in a while. So it's not something that it happens always. It happens once in a while. I picked a bale for men's sweaters. Actually, I had already alerted my audience that I'm stocking men's sweaters, but to just get the men's sweaters, opening the bale, everything was
bad.
Now,
what happens after that? You go back to your supplier?
Okay, I'll say you just pick yourself up. Mostly, even if you talk to the supplier, most of them are quite good enough. They either give you a discount on the next purchase you're going to make, others just go silent. But that's why it's important to get reliable suppliers in the same business. So
you buy from a particular person, or you go to different people?
No, I have different suppliers. I have a variety of suppliers.
Now, so what happens when you find that everything have spoiled? How much does a bale? How much is the bale?
Bales are different prices.
Now, for instance, that one of the men's sweaters.
No, the men's sweaters I picked was 8K plus transport to my house. That should be 9,000.
It did not return.
Yeah, it goes like that.
It's indeed, you need to have shock absorbers.
Yes, it needs one to have shock absorbers. But I say any kind of business has its challenges. Hakuna ile business asema tu hata kwanza kuza hiyo miwa, there are challenges. Hiyo miwa it could stay for a week na iharibika. So it's asked to just get into the game and be ready to get some skin in the game.
Any other challenges other than finding bad things in a bed?
Considering I also do online, purely online. Now, mostly with the rise of cons, people find it hard to trust online sellers.
True.
So at times, people could be resistant to just buy from me because I don't have a physical shop. Also, I've been conned before by buyers. I've sent, out of trust. Let's say trust. Sent a parcel outside Nairobi, and once the buyer gets the parcel.
Or you don't do home deliveries? You send many parcels?
Usually we do door deliveries within Nairobi. Then outside Nairobi we send parcels, and outside Kenya also. So at times maybe though currently I have business terms. I don't dispatch parcels outside Nairobi if they have not been paid for. But when I was just starting online business, online selling, mostly I think it was out of desperation.
And you want to sell?
Out of desperation, I want to sell. So I would send the parcels. yet they have not been paid for. So once some clients get the parcels,
they fail to send money.
Yes.
Hey, that's that's hard.
Yes, it's quite hectic. But I've learned. That's why it's important for anyone who wants to venture into a business to have business terms. I also tell people, if you have a business and you're giving it all, the energy you're giving in, it speaks on behalf of you. I tell people excellence. There's a way excellence will speak on your behalf. The way you committing yourself in that business. You're waking up that time to just research, to know what can I do to just be flexible in the market. That commitment you're giving, and you might not know it, but it speaks for you. It speaks for you. It speaks for you to some, and aligns you with the right audience. The people who are going to support you fully and go by your business terms.
And do you feel sometimes you need to have a physical shop?
To be honest, I've not thought about it. I just currently I want.
Despite those challenges, the cons,
it's something I'm enjoying to do, and just it's also convenient on my end. I can get something else also to concentrate on besides just doing the business. So it is very convenient on my end doing online. But currently, I've not thought of having a physical shop unless it comes in future.
But right now you are convenient.
No. Yeah, I'm okay with online.
Interesting. Now, do you do anything else, or you're purely business Mitumba business lady?
Wow. I do Mitumba business, but there's a security company that I'm also working on for outsourcing security guys. But it's still growing, so it has not really stabilized. I'm still I tell people there's a lot we can do in life.
How did you venture in
We only need to find a balance. Yes.
Where did you venture?
I did Becom Finance. Yes.
So you are practicing business even right now, even if it's in Mitumba business.
Yes.
You want to only do mitumba ama utaenda kwa new clothes ama mitumba ndo iko na do?
Not to say that mitumba ndo iko na do. I would say unajua inategemea pia. Personally, I have understood better the mitumba sector, so I find it very easy dealing with it. Unless another way, another plan arises in future. You can never tell, but I enjoy doing Mitumba. Enjoy it, and it has really. I'll say, the opportunities I've gotten in life that I don't think I would have gotten if I had not ventured into Mitumba business. Yes,
interesting.
Yes.
So, for someone who wants to start Mitumba business, what advice would you give them?
Anyone who wants to start Mitumba business, first I always advise people to do a market research. Mostly I see posts on Facebook, mtu anauliza, I have 10k, which business can I start? Then unaona the comments, kila mtu anasema
different
kile kitu anafanya. Utaona Yvonne hapo anasema, by the way kuja nikuzie mtumba, niko na hizi nguo, kuja mwingine unaona anakuambia do this, mwingine anakuambia I have bags, do this. No. If you want to venture into a Mitumba, not just Mitumba business, any kind of business, first you need to do a market research. Now, this market research, you need to understand the ideal profile of the client. Now, get to know where are these people that need you to serve them. Get to understand their language. Get to understand what keeps these people awake. Why are they not able to sleep? What keeps them awake? Get to understand their heaven and hell. The moment you understand the profile of your ideal client, it will be easier for you to position yourself in the market. Now, you'll be able to know, if my market needs kids sweaters, do they need open sweaters? Do they need closed sweaters? Which type of sweaters do they need? If they need ladies tops, do they need chiffon tops? Do they need poly tops? So the moment you understand your market well, you are able to niche down. I tell people, when you are starting the business, make your niche so tight that no one can fit in. Kisha anza hivi, kama ni kwanza na sweaters, anza na hizo sweaters, that anytime mtu anafikiria anataka kids sweater, someone tells that person Yvonne has kids sweaters. So the moment you niche down, you position yourself in the market in a way that people are able to see you clearly. Another thing besides just doing the market research, the budget. I think most of the people I've come across, mostly I mentor on Mitumba business. Wananiambia, Yvonne, I want to start small. I want to start big. I don't want to start
I want
small.
to open that bale.
I want to open that. I want that bale for 28K. I want that bale for 38K. And I'm like, my dear, maybe just you need to take time to just be sure of what you, because I tell people, hakuna haja, you start big, then you're not sure, you collapse.
True.
Then baadaye utaanza ku make posts Facebook, sijui Mitumba is a scam, sijui what you know. So it's on budget, it's good to start small.
So for a starter, go for pieces.
Yeah,
that's
they
what
go
you
for
could
pieces.
advise.
Yeah, they go for pieces. Just select pieces. It doesn't. But I tell people it doesn't matter how they start. No money is too small for a brain that has a vision. As long as you choose to walk your journey through diligence, you're going to reach far.
So for someone who wants to open that bale and it's a starter, it's not advisable.
Business is about risking. Business is about risking. But I tell people, come, it's a must to do a bale for the first time. Don't go for the very pricey bales. Square your market ni students. Na umeenda kuchukua polysilk bale ya 38K ya 40K. Na hiyo polysilk bale nataka ukiuza dress moja you sell at 1500. Now your student atanunua at that price kweli.
But you find out that those cheap ones, maybe they are lower quality. Or how is it graded?
Not really. Okay, in Mitumba, the bales are differ in origin. There are China bales, there are Canada bales, UK bales, Australia bales. So for China bales, they're a bit affordable, but their sizes are small. Sasa kama mtu anauzia students, China bales are the best. They have very fancy items, but they are small sized. So China bales, they're affordable. Then the Canada bales, they're very good quality. They have all sizes, but prices zao ziko a bit high. Same to UK, same to Australia. Then they are graded. There's grade A and there's also grade B. So grade A iko na more great quality items as compared to grade B. Then there are also cream bales. Cream bales hizo ziko na kila kitu mpya. But cream bales mostly ni for bed sheets, towels and polysilk dresses. Yes.
So for a starter, how will she understand that this is the first grade, this is the cream bale? Nagikomba kumeja konmi. For real. It happens, right?
That's why you need a reliable supplier. So mostly unajua wengine wetu tukienda Gikomba tunapata wale brokers. We trust them. Na ule broker atakuja kwa shop ya atakuja kwa shop ya the owner of that shop. Ile bale inafaa iuzwe 10K anakuzia hata 16K ama 17K. So mimi waambia watu they should not be in a hurry to just start now in a clue
research.
Of what they need to do. The moment they do a research, they reach out to someone to just help them on the same. They will not come across such problems.
Interesting. So how has it been for you so far? What can you say?
Wow. Okay, my business journey, I have grown. I would say my character as a business person has been molded in a way that I never imagined before. I would say also it has made me believe that through this business, nisifanye tu business to get money. Ani nataka tu kufanya biashara ndio nipate pesa hapana. I believe that I can impact people through what I do. I can impact a society through what I don't need a title to impact the society. Hapana. I can do through what I do, I can do anything that will be of benefit to the people around me. And that's why GirlBoss Clothline has also partnered with charity organizations. We also help them.
Oh, that's great.
Once a need arises. Besides that, I also mentor people on Mitumba Business.
Online?
No, I do it. Currently, we have a coaching session coming up. It will be starting on 3rd, which will be done via a WhatsApp group. I'll provide tailored mentorship to those who are interested, basing on their business needs. But it is a journey that I'm still growing, a journey that has aligned me with great people, people who just want to see me grow. And I tell people, when you're starting that business, we need to give it our all. I don't know if you come across people who have businesses, but the mentality they have, unasikia mtu anakuambia leo acha nikafungua kaka biashara kangu, najua hata sitauza lakini wacha tu nifungue. You know that imagine you can't sell with that mentality.
Sure.
Business inataka you bring out that positive, the way you treat your own baby, the way you speak well of that baby, the same that needs to be done to your business, the way the energy you're going to give into it. And the moment you become committed, people are going to be attracted to you. People will be like, "Ai, kwani huyu ni nani anaitwa Yvonne? Huyu ni nani anaitwa Judy?" It's the same way like when a tree kama the fruits ripe. Is it the tree that calls us ama ni sisi ndio tunakuwa attracted? Yeah, it's us who get attracted to the tree. So when you're giving it all, when you're bringing out commitment in you, people will be attracted to you. And these people, trust me, these people, as they're coming to you effortlessly, and as they come to you, that is converting them to a potential audience. And that's how people who are going to help you grow, people who are going to mention you outside there, people who are going to be great networks to you, and people who are going to unveil this new face to you, to tell you that, Yvonne, there's a new phase of possibilities. You can do this. As long as you are doing Mitumba business, which is flooded in the market, there's a way you can differentiate yourself in the market, and there's a way you can let the world place a demand on you
just stand
effortlessly. Yes, just standing out.
So by mentoring people, so sometimes you find out those who are mentoring people, most of the time they are the suppliers. Whereas after I tell you this and this, that's what happens.
Yes.
They want, you buy from them.
Wow, yes,
so you, what really makes you want to inspire people yet you don't sell wholesale?
As I said earlier on, I love seeing people win. I celebrate people.
Even without you benefiting.
Actually, if you take time and check my Facebook profile, I market other people who sell Mitumba still. I just love seeing people win because I understand in the marketplace, I don't believe in competition.
Sure.
I believe in working in my purpose. I believe in collaboration. And I believe there is so much space for us at the top. So mbona nione mtu hivi, mbona nitaka kuinspire mtu ndio mtu anunue kwangu, hapana. In the group for mentorship, we are also going to share contacts for different suppliers. Personally, I don't sell bales. I only open the bales. But now we are still going to share contacts for different suppliers. I just like seeing people win. People winning in the area, people giving it all in their businesses, and people knowing that they can be extraordinary in whatever they're doing.
So you are purely retailer. You sell
for the bales, I do mostly retail. Wholesale, I only do when I'm clearing the pieces.
Okay.
Yes.
To someone who wants maybe to start.
Yes.
Interesting. That's so great for you.
Thank you.
So as we finish up, someone out there, maybe a college student, all the time, Mami sina hii, Mami sina hii. You started when you were a student. What did you tell him?
Oh, I'll tell them, just start. It doesn't matter how you start. Things will get aligned along the process. 3/4 of my clients were once strangers. There are people, actually I've not met 3/4 of my clients. No, I've not met 3/4 of my clients.
So what was kind of mentality, I'm going to sell to my friends?
Apana. Sell the business that I'm just going to. I tell people, you have your own unique voice. Unaweza uza chiffon tops, mimi nauza chiffon tops. But you have your own unique voice. I have my unique voice. So the way I position myself in the market is not the same you're going to position yourself in the market. So there are people waiting to hear your voice, and there are people waiting to hear my voice. So they should just start. There are people outside there waiting for them to serve them, waiting to support them in everything they do. Wasikuwe ati now how do I start? Do what will happen? Apana, fear holds us back sana. That's why I tell people to get networks, positive reference points, people who are going to unveil that new face of possibilities. You know, most of us who want to please our friends, we're like, nikianza kuuza top sasa huyo nani atasema nini?
Kama naingia kwa biashara yake.
Huyo nani atasema nini? We should learn to say no. Learn to say no to that person who is belittling your dreams. Learn to say no to that person who is inviting you for a coffee just to gossip another person. As much as you're saying no, the people will want to drift back. But I tell people, why should you please people? at the expense of
your
winning.
growth. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So inalipa.
Any kind of business inalipa ukijituma. Yes.
Watie bidii with that little.
Yes.
They start.
Yes.
Interesting. It have been an interesting show. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. I've been your host, Judy Mungai.